Welcome to the Crazy Rides channel, brought to you by the ex-New Yorker. Dean's channel, please subscribe, hit the notification, and the like button, as well as the Biker's Realtor. I am Eric, and I will help you sell or buy a home here in South Florida. Residential, commercial, and investment, 561-507-1454. Richie, turn that shit down. Thank you.
Nice.
I like hearing.
He's already messing up.
All right. We got my man Patty here.
Hello, guys.
My man Nate.
Hello, hello.
Richie and
here.
Dean.
Richie's in the house.
We are in the house.
Dean.
We got to get a bigger table.
Yeah, we're growing.
Yeah.
We got to steal that one from the shores, man, and bring that here.
What's growing? Us or the table?
Us.
My face.
The table's not. The cable's getting smaller.
Guys, the chat line is open. And, say hello. Richie would like you to say hello.
I'd like everybody to join in. If you're going to watch us, say hello. Just so we know you're alive. And you just don't have it on and you're watching TV. So it would be nice to see you guys.
Yep.
And we have a special guest here, Patty from New York, Snowbirds in Florida. Patty, we know Patty for...
A long time.
How do we know you, Patty? And who do you know here?
Oh, though, worked with you and Eric since you in 1991.
Me in
In 93. 93 for Eric. So we've been together a while.
That was my boss.
That was my boss, too.
Yeah. The best boss in sanitation.
Yeah, we
Surprised he
had.
didn't fire you.
So for the
Fine
people
none.
that don't know, we used to work for the New York City Department of Sanitation,
Right.
and we
And-
retired years ago, and now we're here in Florida. No, I'm retired 10 years already.
Wow.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
You young guys, man.
I'm retired 21 years.
Yeah.
You old guys, man.
I got at 17.
But you never retire. I mean,
Yeah.
No.
I'm a realtor
Once
down
you're
here.
You ain't retired. You're working.
I
Once
never,
a
But
garbage,
I like
You're
helping
retired from the
people, so-
sanitation
I
department.
never
Yes.
went back to work.
once a garbage man, always a garbage
56
man.
years,
Don't you take the
retired,
garbage out in your house?
56 years old, and that was it.
That was it, huh?
Never went back to
Nice.
babysitter for 12 though. That was work, but I loved
I
it.
did that too.
That's it.
I helped raise my granddaughter, the young one, and the older one too in the beginning. Both of them actually. Yeah.
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 I hear grandkids is a whole different thing. than
Oh,
regular
the
kids.
best. It's the
they're-
best. If I
that's
would have
the
known it
best.
was that
Yeah,
good, I would
yeah.
skip being a parent, went right to grandparent.
Yeah.
I could
See,
wait a little
grandchildren-
while. My kid's 26.
Grand-
I could still wait a little.
Grandchildren,
wait.
you don't
Yes.
My
discipline.
kids are like 10 and 12, so
That's right.
no.
No.
Do not have kids.
No, too young. Too young.
I haven't had any yet. I'm still waiting.
See, the secret with grandchildren, you don't discipline them. You just give them everything they want.
Well, you can't quite do that when you
Can I call you
babysit 5
grandpa?
days a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give you anything you want, except for that.
Sugar them up and then send them back to their parents.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, so
I get them on a motorcycle. They love it. They love it.
what are you riding, Patty?
I got a 2013 Street Glide with a 26-inch wheel on the front and some air shocks in the back, and rides really nice down the road.
You
I
just
love
got
it.
that one,
Yeah, I
right?
got that one 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Okay.
You
My
got
son-
another one that you're selling,
And
right?
I got the one that I'm selling now, 2009 Softail with Harley Davidson custom paint job on it.
That's a
All
nice one.
chromed
I
out.
love
Yeah,
the
that
way
one's
you got
nice.
that one.
Really nice bike. I just when I sold my last Street Glide and I got this, and I missed the music and the cruise control and
Yeah.
the highway
comfort.
ride. Yeah,
And the saddlebags.
yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's-
'cause you
it's-
keep
it's-
losing
Soft-
stuff
Softail's
off your
great
bike.
for bar hopping. It's great for around town, and but the Street Glide is great on the highway. taking nice rides on it.
All
Which
right.
we're going to do Thursday, nice ride to Naples from
Yes.
over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Thursday, if
Uh,
anybody wants to join
nice
us.
ride.
Now, do you have the bike for sale? What do you have it on? Like Facebook?
Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace.
And what are you asking for the bike?
6,300.
That's not bad.
No, it's
How many miles?
Really nice. 18 and change.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
You know,
It's not bad.
runs great.
And what's the phone number you have? If people want
631 672 1370.
All right.
Yeah.
You send me that info, and I'll also put it in the description if
You got
anyone
it.
that wants to check that out.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you
So-
could make a like a hyperlink to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do that. I could copy from Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And put it in the description, so it'll go right there. There you go.
Uh,
I only get 50%.
Okay, that's not
50%.
bad.
So
Not bad.
what'd you say? 69?
12,000, I said.
All right, so Patty's our guest tonight, and let's get a little background on Patty. Okay, so now you know that he's from sanitation. He was our boss, but not only that,
Nobody's
back in the day, yeah, he was nobody's boss, but he was a good
He
man.
played a boss, though, right?
Yes.
In that role?
Yeah.
Let's not even get
That was
into
my-
that because I don't want to get him in trouble. Anyway, you might get a complaint.
Yeah.
But anyway, back in the day, Patty, myself, and also Eric at times, we used to ride while we were on the job. We did a few dairy, Marcus Dairy rides.
Dairy.
There's a lot of
Howling
guys from the
rides.
job that used to ride.
Yeah.
And there was a few guys. Oh, yeah, we had about
We,
10
we,
of us.
we had that slab of cement.
Yeah.
I
we used to
parked
park
on
the
that
bikes.
Right
every,
outside the door.
Yeah, we all parked on that slab.
every time I
It was
came.
like a little bike show once you come out of the garage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on that slab outside the door.
The ABS
Go
says I
around the
can't
end.
park
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Curb there.
And I told him,
Yeah, had a
I
ramp.
know Patty Malfetta, and he let me park there.
And
So
that was when I
so
was
that
the garage foreman. Yeah.
so that was our days. We used to do rides together. It was nice. We worked together and we did our rides together. And then in 2019, Patty was going home. He had his bike down here, and he had to transport it. So I told Patty, I says, you know, Patty, I'm going to go to New York because I'm going to go to the Rolling Thunder run, Ride to the Wall. It was the last one, 2019, after 30, maybe 32 years. And he goes, gee, I never did that. I'd like to do that. So I go, well, you can join me. And Patty will tell you all about that ride.
Yeah. The only thing that was bad about that ride was in the very beginning on the Florida Turnpike was those love boats. Oh my God, they were the worst. God,
We were
like,
picking
which-
them out of our ears.
everywhere. Oh, it was terrible.
Really?
What?
Ah.
Yeah, what's
What was
no
it, a
idea.
swarm?
swarms?
Oh, they're
It was like a
everywhere.
cloud.
What is
of
it?
them.
My windshield was
What month
totally
did you guys
covered.
leave?
May.
May.
May, yeah.
Yeah, it was the worst. I never
Wow.
seen it like that.
We pulled into a gas station, the ones that are on the highway,
Yeah.
and we pulled next to a van. What did the van look like?
You couldn't tell what
The
it looked like. It was all
windshield
black,
was
covered.
covered from one side to another. He wouldn't even turn his windshield wipers
No,
on because
he
it would just
couldn't.
smear the whole
Yeah.
thing. I mean, literally covered. He had to pull in because he couldn't see anymore.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It was
Bad.
It was tough.
But we found a hotel right after we got
Yeah,
to
once we got through
Victoza.
that,
We went to
we got
Victoza.
up
That's
to-
where we
got
went
up
to
to-
Victoza.
We got up to Georgia, then we stopped
Yeah,
the
and
first
we
night.
got at the
Yeah.
hotel and we washed our bikes and everything
Yeah.
and started fresh again.
Yeah.
So tell us about that ride. What did you think of
Well,
that? What did
after
you
that,
do? Where'd you
the
go?
ri-
Where'd we go?
Well, we went to Georgia first, and then we went up to the Carolinas, and we did a lot of riding around in Carolina in the mountains there with the Dragon Tail, which
Dragon
was
Tail.
unbelievable.
Yes, yes.
And we went to see the
we went.
Wheels of Time.
Well,
You
we
remember Wheels
before
of
we
Time?
got to Wheels of Time, we went to the Smoky Mountains.
Smoky. Yeah,
We went through the Smoky Mountains,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you wanted to stop at every water hole. You know, not water hole, but there were streams on the side,
Yeah.
and people were pulled over,
Oh,
and they were in the
beautiful.
water, and he keeps pointing at this thing and pointing at thing.
I never been through there
We're
before.
not-
You were through there.
There's
before.
little pull-offs like every mile or
yeah.
two, and
Oh,
you
oh,
can't
great.
stop at all of
It
them.
was
said,
beautiful.
We were,
It was
we were
beautiful.
taking our time. No reason not to pull over, but
Yeah,
um,
it's hard not though.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
It was-
Yeah, when
there
you
before.
scenery
really,
like that.
It really was sights to see. The
I wanna
views
get-
were spectacular.
I want to get Dean and Nate, who's going to be moving up there. I want to get them to come up and do the tail and the Smoky Mountains.
Okay.
Maybe
Georgia.
next year we could do that. We'll see.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I could even ask him if he
You
wants
could
to come.
have.
You could ask him, but you didn't.
But
You didn't seem to care
Yeah,
a minute ago.
right?
he's like,
I'm sitting right next to the freaking guy.
It's all right, and we're
Yeah,
up there,
Things everybody
it's
at
all
the
right.
table
I
but
get
you.
it.
and we're doing a podcast
Yeah.
up there next to the
You know
stream,
why?
and one of
He-
50,000
he tells
streams.
me
you know.
he loves me every time he calls me.
You know why?
All right?
You know why? Because he's not coming to Naples with us.
Ah,
so I
that's right.
figured he
Oh.
won't
Yeah.
go there.
I might show up.
All right. Okay.
He
So
sells
what
the
else?
house on Wednesday.
Oh, for Dean. That's,
Yeah. So then what else did we do? Did we do the Blue Ridge and the,
Yeah,
and
we did the
and-
Smoky Mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains.
and the other one,
we went through Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yep. And
uh,
where did we end up?
Then we ended up. Well, we didn't
What
end up
did
there,
we
but
see?
we ended up for 4 days in
In
D.C. with
Yeah.
the
How'd you like
Rolling Thunder. It was the rally.
and he's
One-
a vet. He's wearing his hat. He's a
1
Navy
million-
vet.
1
and he
million
was
bikes.
thrilled. Huh?
1 million bikes were there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
The last one.
The last
That's a
couldn't
lot of
believe
bikes.
Yeah.
It took. We parked in the Pentagon parking lot.
Yeah.
They started up the first row.
Well, the first parking lot.
Yeah.
We were in the third parking
Yeah.
lot, and they had 7 parking lots filled. It was the first time they had 7. The most they've had was 4 parking lots filled, and them parking lots were the size over a city block, bigger than a city block
It took
Right.
7 hours
to get out.
to get out.
Not us.
No, we
Not us.
were more towards the second parking lot.
Yeah.
That's
We
a lot.
already
The end was
stopped,
7
and they were
hours.
still
It was
pulling them out.
I couldn't believe
Wow.
it. I was
Yeah.
like amazed
We-
by that
yeah.
rolling thunder for 7 hours. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was something to hear.
We already went
And
through the
you remember
whole
what
thing.
happened to me
Well, you're talking about in Rolling Thunder?
in the Pentagon parking lot?
I don't remember.
It was so hot there, the tar melted my shoes. my soles flapped right off. They came off. You remember?
Really?
He taped them on.
I
Richie had
Yeah, duct
That's
tape.
how goes. Gotta have
Yeah,
duct
duct
tape.
tape.
He has
I
duct tape in his
duct
bag.
tape.
That's the one thing. When you
Duct
ride with
tape.
Rich, he's got everything.
I know. I said
Never
that.
done.
Duct tape
He had
saves
everything.
everything, man.
We taped up my freaking soles. They flopped right off. It was so hot. The blacktop was
Hey,
so
make
hot.
sure everyone has a roll of
Roll of
toilet
duct
paper
tape.
too.
Yeah.
They sell
We
them
had
for
that too.
motorcycle bags. They're small ones. They're about that big.
Yeah.
And they're about that thick. Not the big ones. You don't need that.
But yeah,
They're a 2.5 shoe.
we took pictures of them. I took them
Yeah.
home. Everybody
Yeah.
got a good laugh out
Good
of it.
laugh at it. Yes,
was,
yes.
it was
that
funny.
was something.
Didn't you do the Tail of the Dragon together?
Yeah,
First, we
that's
did the Tail
yeah,
of the
that was
Dragon
before-
after we went.
before
We
DC.
got there. That was our main thing.
Yeah.
And then after the Tail of the Dragon, there's a road up north of that called the Foothill Road.
Yeah.
And you take that, and it takes you to the center of, well, it splits the Smoky Mountains. So you start from the top of the Smoky Mountains, and you go straight down, and that's in the middle, right in the heart of the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
Is that
So
right
we did
between
that.
North Carolina and Tennessee?
Yeah, I believe
Well,
it
the
is.
Dragon
Virginia.
Tail
Yeah, yeah.
starts in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes back into North Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go into North Carolina, into Tennessee, the Dragon Tail, where the shop was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Tennessee, but then a few hundred feet.
Yeah.
You're
Devil's-
200 yards.
Devil-
You're in North Carolina
forgot what
again.
that's called.
And what was the name of that Skyway thing that we walked out on? And you're like
Oh.
up in the air there. You have to leave your bike and then you.
Yeah, we had to walk
Yeah.
about a
some kind of
mile.
sky thing.
Yeah, it
forget what
was
it's called. The
and
view-
it took. You could see North Carolina, South Carolina,
you
and
can see all the different
Tennessee,
states. Yeah.
and Georgia. It was like 4 states you could
Oh, that's
see
pretty
from
cool.
there.
It was wild. It was
Skyline or
yeah.
Skyway,
Skyway
something
or
like that.
Yeah.
And
But,
yeah, we went to
then we
that.
went
That
to-
was something else.
Then
yeah.
we went to the Wheels of Time.
And
which
then
was
we went to,
phenomenal,
after
too.
the Smoky Mountains, and then we got into the what is the Wheels of Time?
Well, it's some cars, but mostly motorcycles they had
Yeah,
there from
All motorcycles.
19
They had about 4 cars there.
Yeah,
That was
they had
it.
a couple of cars,
Yeah,
a couple old cars.
3,500.
1903, 1918. They had the
Yeah.
bicycles,
Yeah.
the first bicycles
Yeah.
with the little motors on them.
Motors in it. Yeah.
Uh,
Board tracks. They had
Yeah.
board track bikes.
right, and the board tracks, right?
Yeah.
They were racing on, had video of that stuff.
Racing on
Those
board.
little tiny handlebars that are down
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And on
Yeah.
the boards, and they're
Yeah.
racing on them. I'm like, look at these guys.
They-
How many miles is the Tail of the Dragon?
The Tail of the Dragon is only about what is it?
11 miles.
11 miles
100.
or 100 miles?
No, it's like
11 miles.
But 170
Turns.
something turns.
Curves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's even more than that.
yeah, could be.
It was-
I
it
don't
was
remember.
300 and something. I don't
Yeah,
even remember.
because
now.
it only
I got the
fact
shirt.
check that.
It
It's not,
only,
on the back of my shirt it says it at home.
it only takes about 2
crazy.
hours to get through.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you could do
2 hours to go 11 miles?
No, it wasn't even that long. No.
well,
But it was.
maybe not 11.
It's, you got definitely got to watch it.
Well, yeah, I see guys
Speed.
wiping out on there all the
They
time.
have videos,
Videos, yeah.
of guys wiping. They used to let tractor trailers go on there.
Yeah.
And there's pictures of it
remember
up
the
in
pictures.
the station. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
They went right off the freaking roads. They go. The pictures of them hanging off the
Really?
cliffs. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
what
man.
That's crazy.
But the crazy thing up there, you got to watch the guys on the crotch rockets. When you're coming around the turn,
Tell them about
they're leaning.
Yeah.
Over
Their
the
heads are
line.
over the white line.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you're close to the white line, you're gonna take their head off.
And then they
They're
got the
right
sports
there.
cars too.
Yeah.
You got all the
Oh
little
yeah,
sports
some
cars that are out
sports
there
cars right
that
up
are
there.
that are
They're
that
crazy.
everybody's hugging the
But
center
the
line.
guys on the crotch rock, I couldn't believe it. Their knees are scraping and their heads are
Have
over
you
the
gone
white
on it?
lines.
No, but I've
So
seen
Crazy.
stuff.
So
That's-
we got on there. It
That's
was
a trip.
Monday.
You get and stay in Georgia, you should get
Yeah.
up there. That's
So
something
we
to
got
see.
on there. It was Monday, and when you go there Monday, Tuesday, there's less traffic. There's bikes, but less traffic. The weekend
Oh,
is
forget
the
it.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's between cars and bikes and what have you.
everybody and
You
their
know,
brother wants
everybody
to
and
be out
their mother is
Yeah.
there on
Yeah,
the
but-
weekend because even the locals will go there for the weekend
Just
on
for
a
the
weekend.
ride.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but on a weekday, especially on a work day, you get less
Yeah,
traffic.
but it still was
Oh, there was
constant
traffic. There's always going to be
constant
traffic.
bikes,
Oh yeah.
constantly coming down the hill. It was
Oh,
crazy. Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah, that
It
was
a
really
great,
nice.
great trip.
And then we
The
went
time in
to
D.C. was terrific.
after Washington D.C. We went to New York.
Yeah, but then we didn't stop after that.
Yeah,
We went
we
right
went
from
right up
D.C.
to
right
New
home to
York,
Long Island.
and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was
And,
it.
and this crazy guy stayed in New York for about 4 or 5 days.
Well, actually, it was a week and a half because I was supposed to stay a week,
there.
but it rained. It rained like hell when I was coming back. Was supposed to come back, so I had to wait until it stopped raining. It rained that whole week. It rained.
yeah. Well,
I stayed another
It still
5
forecast
days.
still had more rain on it.
Yeah,
and,
but
and that's why
I had a
he
window.
drove,
I
and he
had a
drove
window.
from Long Island all the way to Florida, only stopping for gas.
yeah,
22 hours. I
yeah,
think it took
22 and a half hours.
Oh,
That was
jeez.
crazy. I was like, you got to be
22 and a half
nuts.
hours.
But did you make it in time for your
You beat
cruise?
the rain.
the cruise?
Yeah, I
He-
did.
He was coming. He was coming back.
I was
for a
coming
cruise.
home for a cruise. I was going to Alaska.
Yeah.
So
He-
I had to
he
get
also
back.
didn't want to pay for another.
Otherwise, I
hotel.
would have had to. Otherwise, I would have had to ride to Alaska.
Right, Rich?
Yeah.
You don't want to pay for another hotel either.
No, I didn't. Cheap bastard. You know. Now I could stop at Nate's place in Georgia,
Yeah.
but
Then it's just another 7-hour jaunt down here.
yeah. But
Not that bad.
we'll do that. You know, maybe next year we can get it together for a couple of days. We'll go to you, pick you up, and then the next day go and do the tail
Yeah.
and the Smokies. We don't have to do the Blue Ridge, and then come back.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of days.
When we were working and we used to go on the rides, we went up to
Bear Mountain.
Bear Mountains.
Yeah,
and
I missed
we-
those
we-
rides.
Marcus Dairy,
Marcus
Connecticut.
Dairy.
Yeah, those were fun rides.
No,
Those
but,
were great rides.
We
Well,
did
the
it with a
mountain
lot
was
of
great.
people from work.
The blessings
Yeah.
of the bike too.
Yeah, yeah,
Blessings.
yeah.
Oh, they
At
were
Ball
cool.
Hill.
Yeah.
At Ball Hill.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and they had the one in
Teachers.
Sagatos in the park.
Coach in the park.
Yeah, in the park.
You know, that one there, you would not believe it. When I rode in, I go to Mass, right?
Yeah.
And who's at the front giving my pastor?
Oh, look at that. Your
I
priest is-
stop. I go, what are you doing here? He's blessing me. he gave me 2 blessings because he knew me.
Those were good times.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Something's
Those
gotta
were
stick.
great times. I mean, that's how we got connected. That's how we all got really. We got connected on the job, but our love for motorcycles was also our connection. That's why I moved here, because Dean is here and John is here. I was originally going to move up north by St. Augustine.
Yeah, you
And
were.
I was.
I'm like, why are you going there?
And I said, I don't
Wait
know.
here. Why are you going there?
I was thinking that his aunt was up there and she would like to be up there. And then I'm saying, Debbie, you know what's going to happen? I am going to ride every weekend down to Palm Beach to ride with your brothers. So I think we better look down here. And that was the end of that. And
Yeah.
I did not make a mistake because I came and then Eric followed me. He found that I was living here, and he came down, and he was in search.
He made sure he lived in another neighborhood.
He was
though.
in
This guy,
He
this guy
sent his
needs
wife
so much
out.
attention.
He
It's
sent
amazing.
He sent his wife out.
Hi, Stacy.
Search for her.
Stacy's
Hi,
on.
Stacy. Hi, sweetheart. Remember? He sent you out to look for me?
Yeah.
Where's Richie?
I can't get away from him.
Where's Richie?
It's been like, it was like 15 years in between.
Oh, God. Yes,
Yeah.
that was an amazing story meeting.
Yeah, well,
Stacy.
actually, I don't know if you know, but Richie took me for my motorcycle license.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, see?
yeah.
I had
got-
to ride this
we
little Honda.
Yeah, I had a little Honda
Yeah.
250 custom.
Oh, God.
Custom.
I custom.
Ah,
I had a little glove compartment on the side.
oh,
Yeah.
That's why it was custom.
custom.
But
Hey, it's easier to
the
pack
worst
on a
the
little
worst
pad bike.
part of it was when I was coming home. I was wearing a full face helmet, and I looked like a Martian
Yeah.
on this little bike.
Yeah.
And I'm an exit away from my house, and these 2 guys in a pickup truck come by, and they're looking at me, and they're going like this. Like to go faster. Go faster.
Oh my
After that, I sold and bought a house.
Oh my God.
I think I can. I think I
I
can.
think I
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
That's
those
good.
were the days, man. Those were
Yeah.
good.
But
I remember one of the trips up to Marcus Dairy with Yanni. Remember when Yanni was up there with his? He had that
Oh.
old.
He had an
yeah, I
old
remember
chopper.
that.
Yanni had an
chopper.
old chopper. It was a nice chopper,
Parts
but
were
it was
falling
Parts
off.
were
it
falling
was
off the
put
bike.
together with spit and glue.
It was vibrating. That picture, that bike was on the front page of the
Of
bike
one of the-
magazine.
one of the magazines.
But
right.
we were doing 75. He was doing 55 and 60, and the bike was things were falling off. I had to take him to my cousin's house in Connecticut and put
Yeah.
little straps on the whole
Yeah.
Straps and
together.
duct tape.
You
Yeah.
actually couldn't ride behind him because you would have gotten hit with a floorboard or peg or a shifter.
Yeah.
You would have got hit
That
with
was
something.
Oh God!
They didn't believe in
bless his-
Loctite back then.
Yeah,
God bless his
no, there was
soul,
no
man. He's
Loctite.
gone.
I don't remember Loctite being back then.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember
No,
that either.
not like that.
No, I don't know, but he was into it.
They
Him
used
and his
glue.
brother. But yeah, God bless his soul. He's gone now.
Yeah, but
I see his brother.
He's got a twin brother,
He's got a
right?
twin
Yeah.
brother. I see him. He was out at my house last year for a Q1 party.
oh,
We
nice.
get together with all the guys from Q1. That's
Yeah.
where his brother.
He
was.
doesn't have the bike anymore, does he?
No, he has a
Brother's
bike
bike.
still. His
But
brother
he
still
doesn't
has
have
a-
his brother's
No,
bike.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that was an old shovel head.
Yeah.
Old shovel, I think it was a rigid.
Yes, it was a rigid. No
Yeah.
shocks on that.
That was a crazy bike, man. That was crazy.
I don't know how he.
Bare
I'm too old
bones
for that.
bike. That's what that bare bones.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can ride rigids now.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Like, a little better down here, but New York now.
Oh yeah,
Just
and PA
kidney
like
cuts.
even here.
because with
Just
with
got-
the ice with the freeze cold or like the freeze thaw thing that like eats up the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I got potholes
Do you
everywhere.
remember the kidney belt?
Yeah.
Everybody with a rigid rode with a kidney belt. It was a belt about that wide,
Yeah.
and it was like a bodybuilder's belt.
Yeah.
You know, when you do
Powerlifter?
powerlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
needed that with those
Yeah,
bikes.
that's-
Forget
we-
about
we
it. The
called
back, the kidney.
Well, actually, they probably were that, but we called them kidney belts because it held your kidneys together in the back.
Held
I had-
everything together.
Yeah. I had a 750
Yeah.
Vulcan was my first bike, and I
Uh-huh.
was heading into the city to go to Kravitz Center, and I had the bike in the shop for some service. And I got on the bike, and me and a couple guys go, and we're riding through the Midtown Tunnel, and I'm hitting potholes, and my kidneys are killing me. I'm like, what the hell's going on? The guy, whoever had my bike, had air shocks in the rear. They put like 50 pounds of pressure in the shocks.
boy.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't
Like a
realize
rigid.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a ridge. I'm like,
Oh.
oh my, I can't ride no more. My kidneys, I got problems,
Mm.
right? I go home, I check the freaking air, and I was like, what the hell's going on, man?
Yeah.
So when you dropped it,
Oh, it's fine. I had no kidney problems anymore, and I was able to ride.
He was cured.
I didn't have to go to the doctor, nothing. I was like, hey, great, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was scary, man. I didn't
I
know what the
know.
hell it was.
I remember one of my rides with the other bike. I went into New York from Florida, and I was on Veterans Highway, right? I think that's Staten Island, and I was going towards the Verrazano Bridge. So I got over the Verrazano Bridge, and once I got on the Pell Parkway,
Boom.
first thing I hit when I got from the
Crater?
entrance, it's true.
Sounded like
He
it.
hit the
When I-
mic.
Yeah.
When I went from the entrance to the main road, I hit a crater, and I thought I left my kidneys
Back over there.
back over there, and I yelled out, I screamed it as I'm riding, "Welcome to New York!"
All of those roads. The
Oh,
Bruckner
my
Expressway,
God.
the
They're
Cross
all
Bronx
bad.
Yeah,
Expressway.
they were terrible.
Terrible.
So
Terrible.
my first bike was a 2007 Nightster, and so the Nightster was just it was a 1200 Harley Sportster, but it was lowered, and so it had like these
Like no
really
travel, right?
really short shocks, and it almost felt like a rigid, and so I got really used to just standing up for like
Over the bumps like a
Yeah,
riding a
over-
horse. Yeah.
Was it bottoming out?
It did all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will because it's either you put the shocks up harder and then it's pointless. It was just sort of like I eventually got some another set of shocks, but it was
Not great.
no
Yeah.
progressive shocks were
Yeah.
just it was still really hard, but it was a fun bike, but
That's brutal. And then you got the guys taking the shocks off. They're putting the metal rods on. You know, so they don't have any shocks. Now it's
No
rigid.
shock.
I don't understand that one.
Yeah.
I used to see a lot of bikes with those back then.
Even on my street glide that I got now, when my son picked it up for me, it had air shock in the front and the back with the 26-inch wheel. I hated it. I got down the road at 55 miles an hour, 60 on Ocean Parkway, which has got those bumps,
Right.
from the water. Couldn't hold on to it. I took out the air shock in the front, put regular shock in the front.
And everything's good.
Perfect. Now it's
cool.
Rides like a champ.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like riding
Stiff, huh?
Stiff as a
Yeah.
board. Stiff as hell.
Well, I have
You
that.
have air shocks.
I have the air shocks in the front and back.
Yeah.
But you got to get that sweet spot. You got to
Yeah.
know where that sweet
I
spot
tried.
is.
I don't know what it was.
You
I
know?
think it was because of the large wheel and the rake.
There's not a lot of travel
Yeah.
there either, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And it
So
was, just-
that
just
sweet
very-
spot you're talking about wasn't the sweet spot when you lost all the air in the front.
No, not that thing. No, that was
He
because
lost all the air.
I
He
muscled
was a low
some a little
rider. He
too
was
much.
a real low rider.
Yeah.
up
I
in
was like this,
Orlando.
right?
Where the hell were we?
Wow.
Orlando?
Hey, listen, we were
No,
Orlando.
we
We
were-
left Daytona
we were in
and went
Daytona,
to Orlando, then
went-
went to St.
Oh,
Pete.
that's
Yeah.
right.
He
Yeah.
didn't,
And
he
then
didn't,
back all the way home.
That's right. He didn't call for a tow truck to
Yeah.
pick him up. He kept going.
Kept going. I just stood up for bumps and ramps.
Oh, good thing it wasn't like the LIE. Huh? No, you didn't have the buckling and the
Oh.
pavement and all and the tar. So it wasn't that bad. It was, 4 was a little here and there, but
Karen says hi. Karen.
Karina.
Oh, Karina. Oh, that's your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Karina.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Karina.
Hi,
Put
Karina.
your glasses on.
Karina from
here,
Jersey.
hold on, Karina. He's got his glasses
Oh,
here.
that's
There you
why.
go.
I don't have my
He's like, I can't
glasses,
see.
Karina, you know.
I can't read.
I forgot mine at home. I couldn't read anything.
Oh, yes, it is.
There it
Karina.
is.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Praise the Lord.
All right.
Praise the Lord.
What are
Hi,
those things
Karina.
anyway, man?
They're like
Fold
little
up to a
tiny
million
fold-up.
pieces
Yeah.
over here.
Doc, check his eyes, please.
He folds them up and puts them in a little
All right.
package.
I forgot my other glasses.
What is
This
up with
is-
these things? Hold on a
these-
minute. What is that?
These are my
Like
All right.
Those are the ones he sticks
Looks
in
like
his
you need
Holy
to
wallet.
wash them a
cow.
little.
these are my
too.
menu glasses.
Look at these things. Look.
These are my menu. I don't even need them for a menu.
Oh man,
Break
that's
'em.
just like maybe you should clean them. You'd be
That's
able to
what I
see
just
better.
said.
Maybe we should just put $1 each in.
Yeah,
the
get them a new
pot.
pair.
These glasses,
I've been
See
around
that?
since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
they fit right in my
Look at
wallet.
that.
Who could say that? All right.
You find those in like an antique store or something?
He found them on the job in the garbage.
He took them out of the
They
hopper.
happen to be my
Back in the day, huh?
They happen to be my prescription, so I said, "Oh, these will work. I'll just wash."
Yeah, you should have seen how many pairs
And
of
that's the
dentures
last time
he's
you
tried.
washed them, I think.
Yeah.
These
You
dentures
need
work?
glasses
No,
just
they
to
don't
look
fit.
through.
I know they got to be cleaned a little bit.
Hey, cleaned them in the
glasses
diesel
just to
oil,
look
you
through
know.
You ain't shit.
You know, I like when I'm talking to the waitress.
Yeah, you
and
go
it
that
goes
way,
like
huh?
this, and she's looking at me, and
Are
I
you
know
angry,
she
sir?
wants to laugh. You know, I'm like, what's on the special?
You know, you should use some of that duct tape on there.
Yeah.
I already glued it.
I can see it.
So if anyone out there is listening, we just want to say we hooked up a new Wi-Fi system here, and seems to be working good.
I saw a little glitch before.
A
But
little glitch.
little one, yeah. Nothing like we've been having though.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let us know while we're live to, you know.
Won't you
make
pick
sure.
that up on the screen if you got a glitch?
No,
No.
not on the.
He's got the
Oh.
camera direct.
No,
Oh,
because
okay.
it seems to be good because it's all green here.
Yeah.
Yeah, before it
I'm
was-
on. I have full bars,
No, you would
No.
notice it on here.
but I have full bars.
Right,
He set
right.
me up.
So it seems to be good.
It's better. I'll tell you that.
that works.
That's what
Yeah.
we did today.
Yeah.
Played with Wi-Fi.
Played with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So
So Patty, you got a vehicle too that's pretty hot, huh?
Yeah. And
What is
something
it?
else my son found for me. Yeah, it's a 68 Pontiac Le Mans convertible with a 400 4-barrel in it. Really nice.
All white, huh? With
White
black
with
interior.
a black interior.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
the interior's nice, man.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Car's in great shape.
Came from San Diego, California, so it's really.
oh yeah, it was
No,
shipped
but
over.
I shipped it back. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's
Sounds
really
good
nice.
too.
Yeah. Runs real good. Rides nice.
Yeah, I got a chance to
enjoying
ride in it. It
You
was
came
nice.
up with him in there. I didn't know what was going. I saw 2
I'm
bullets
looking for
coming
the
down the road.
seat belts. I says, "This thing has seat belts?" He says, "Yeah." And I'm looking. I said, "Where the hell? They're stuck underneath the seat."
I have him hidden behind the
Somebody
seat.
wants-
Nobody uses them.
He had the
except
top
him.
down. I wasn't about to fly out of the car.
Fly out of there.
Yeah,
20 miles an
Yeah,
hour.
let me see if I can get a picture of it over there.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty.
Well, if he was wearing like a hat like the Flying Nun, maybe that would have like, you know.
I told him he wants the seatbelt. That's okay with the
All right.
seatbelt.
Eric is going to try to hook it up where he can show it on the screen, on our little screen.
Ah, breeze.
Yeah, that felt good.
It's getting hot, man.
It was. But
Summer's
now that
coming.
breeze
Summer's coming. Cold days are over.
I know.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yeah, that really the guy that had it before me did some nice work to it.
Yeah,
New springs in the back.
There you are.
there you are.
Yeah, I am. Hey,
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Put
turn it around.
There you
four-wheel brake
Disc brakes.
disc
Yeah.
brakes. All
All right,
that.
Eric is going to go out there.
Got nice sized
he's
tires on
gonna
there too.
Nice,
Kind of
nice
show you
rims,
the.
nice
He
tires.
can't talk. but he
Aluminum
can show you.
radiator he put in there, so it runs nice and cool.
So
So,
show him. He's going to show. Look on the screen. You
Yeah.
see, it's
Yeah.
coming on.
Up there it is.
Let him
There
know
it is.
what it
It's
is.
my new toy.
Oh, you got the top up because it was
Yeah,
raining.
top
Well, it
was
was
a little
raining.
rain.
Drizzled. Yeah, they go out there
We
and start
came
up. Then
here
the
with
So
sun
what
top
is
down,
that?
but-
What is that car?
That's a 68 Pontiac Le Mans. Looks just like the GTO. Everybody tells me clone it. I like it as a Le Mans. It's fine.
looks good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got bucket seats,
Yeah.
console.
yeah. It's got nice
It's got a
interior.
his and her shift.
Yeah, it got the his and her shift in
Yeah,
it. Can
yeah.
play a little bit.
4-barrel,
It's got the
quadra jet,
Yeah.
and
guy did
Look
some
how
nice
nice
work
that
to it.
car is. Sounds heavy, man.
Yeah.
Really sounds good.
I had
Such
it
a
in the
delay
shop.
on here.
I had it
man.
in the shop for 3 weeks when
Yeah.
it got down here, though.
How did you
For
get that?
all minor
I'm
stuff.
not getting any delay.
Window cranks, windshield
Look at that
wipers,
sweet
all
car. That was
stuff.
mine.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there's
That's my Dodge.
There you go.
there's Nate's car.
Challenger.
Yep.
Yeah. What year is that, Nate?
That's a 23,
Well,
That's a 392.
Scat Pack. Yeah.
392 Scat Pack,
Scat
wide
Pack.
body.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it's fun.
A lot of fun.
It's a stick too. It's one of those. I had to search around to get a stick. You know?
Oh yeah, manual.
On the
transmission,
Scat Packs, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
easy on the wide bodies.
Yeah.
No.
I know when I had one, I was looking for one. I ended up with an automatic,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
still just insane. That's
Yeah.
nice though.
Eric is out there, still got everything on camera,
Yeah.
showing off the cars.
Oh, we have a GT out there too.
Yeah.
Mustang
That's right.
GT.
Whose GT is that?
Nah, who knows?
Wow, that's nice.
Claim your car, D.
Wow.
Poop Stang.
Nice car.
We got one of the fastest cars over here,
The Marana.
the Nissan Marana.
Marana. The Mar-
The Honda Pilot.
That's a family car.
It's the SV model.
That's-
Ooh.
Vehicle.
That's,
Special
that's
vehicle.
Eric's family car.
And this is behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the
Behind the
We
scenes.
got
Dun 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 dun.
citronella candles. Oh,
We
Dude,
wanted to
I
set the
want bugs.
mood.
That's
Set the
because
mood.
Richie tends to stink up the place.
No. We were getting bit last week.
you were getting bitten.
He's got off there too. I didn't even see that. He has the off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be taking that to the golf course soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I cleaned the garage, man.
How nice the garage looks. How much
See?
How much would you charge me to clean my garage?
I would. You can't pay me enough to go into your
I was
garage.
gonna say, Richie,
Holy
you see how we can
shit.
see the floor here?
That's like a 5-year job, man. That's like working on the Bruckner Expressway since 1970.
Oh my God.
But he knows where everything is.
Yeah, he knows where everything is.
Yeah, Debbie said that you promised her that she could put her car in there.
Debbie says when
She's
she
giving up on
retires, when I leave the house, she's gonna go in the garage.
Throw
So when
everything
she
out.
retires, I'm putting a camera in the garage.
You know what's funny is he used to have a Sportster in there and a dirt bike
Yeah.
Oh,
and an extra motorcycle
yeah,
engine.
Yeah.
So now that those are gone, other stuff found its way with the spots. It didn't like open up anything.
no,
You know.
It's like I got rid of this stuff.
I just-
that means I got more
I
space
just
for other.
found
Yes.
more room to put more stuff.
He's got that walkway up the middle and make a right to the door.
Yeah. I still got that walkway.
When he moved down here, he had the truck coming, this big ass truck, right? And we're all over there helping him load out. I'm like, all right, Rich, let's go. I go, how much stuff you got for the house? He goes, I don't have much for the house. So what do you mean I don't have much? I got everything's going in the garage. It was all his shit.
Yeah.
And I, like no furniture, just everything was for the garage. Just like 28-foot
I had
truck.
a wall unit. That was it. That
Yeah.
went into the computer room. That's it.
Hey,
Everything else you bought new.
look who just got on, Patty. Joey D.
Joey D.
Joey.
Oh my
D.
God. What's happening, brother? Oh, that's great. Yeah. I talked to him a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Joey D.
All right, Joey. See what we got here?
So there's some news that Harley's going bankrupt. Is it?
Again?
It's all over the YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't even checked that out.
They're going bankrupt.
And you saw something today about a new bike.
A new electric light standard for 26, but you know, like you see all these things coming out now. All these guys are doing this AI stuff, right? We got sharks hanging out on the beach eating alligators and shit, right? and the water's behind the shark, and the shark's going at this thing, and you know, some of it's you know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So the bikes, I'm not sure because you see a lot like the Mustangs we were talking about before.
Yeah.
That you know, the 26 Mustang's gonna look like this. Well, it looks like a 68 modified.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know, until Harley says it, I don't put too much stock into it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it
Because
looked
they were
like
doing
an
stuff
old-
with
It looked
all
like
the-
a Road King with a fairing on it. I mean,
Yeah.
so-
Right.
Why would you bring that back? That doesn't make sense to me. As a nostalgic bike,
Well, the standard, as you showed me, had the stock, the old style. Well, I don't even want to say old style. the original fairing,
Right.
okay, and
Nothing in it.
bags.
Yeah, no
The
radio.
original bags, not the wide bags like on yours. So I mean, if that's a standard, that's a standard.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got
that's
nothing.
like that's like going in reverse. But I don't know. I don't know if that's. We'll find out.
We'll see.
2026.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
it sounds like it's AI generated. Like they had some really cool looking, look like Broncos. It looked like a
Right.
full size Bronco, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. And then they're like, yeah, that's not anything close to what.
What
came
they're
out
gonna
with.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
I mean, it makes it's fun. I mean, people put it out there, whatever.
I like your car, man. I like the wide wheel wells there.
yeah, that wide body.
That
thing,
makes
that makes
it,
it
man.
look really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
makes it look
does.
really beefy.
yeah. Maybe I'll just delete the Gucci bike and then put my car in there, and then I'll have a whole
So you
bunch
have the
of-
girls all
have
over
all the
it?
girls all
Ah,
over
there
it.
you go.
Yeah, and not have them touch it. I
Did
don't want,
you
I
happen
don't
to
want my
see
car
the
getting
Gucci
gonorrhea.
It's my friend Greg's bike. I'll show you what it looks like.
Uh,
There's the
Oh,
Gucci
that's
bike.
oh, I did see that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes, I seen it. Yes. That's
It's
right,
really
Daytona.
wild, man.
Yeah.
You
that's
just
a-
can't stand too
yeah.
close to it because you'll get pricked by one of the
Yeah.
spikes.
Oh, there's all sorts of points there.
Yeah, it's all spikes all over it.
Spikes all over it. Yeah.
And
I seen him riding it through
There it is.
the parade with his girl. Yeah.
yeah, he got. It was a big hit at Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone was in awe for
Eyeing
that
it.
place.
Yeah.
You know?
Eyeing.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So, what else? What else is going on? You know?
How do you think the tariff stuff is going to affect Harley? I mean, they moved a lot of their stuff overseas, so
Well, they're gonna probably have to move it back.
yeah.
Either move it back or they're just going to increase the price.
Mhm.
Well, they're going to increase the price no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
yeah.
Back
I
a
can't
bit.
believe
Yeah,
how
but maybe
much
we'll
they
get
cost.
Don't
more
blame it on
quality
that.
stuff this time.
Uh,
You know, if it's made here.
And they got to open up another factory that they shut down and make it over there. Maybe they can reopen it again. Maybe
Yeah.
they still got the equipment in there.
Yeah, they didn't sell it yet.
Otherwise, they have to buy all the tariff stuff to rebuild this factory with the steel and the cement and everything else. Yeah. Okay, shoot. I'll stop there.
Sorry to bring up a sore subject.
Well, it's just a lot of money.
Everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of money involved. So what else is new, Richie?
What else is new?
You going for a ride next week or this week?
We're going this. We made an
Thursday.
executive decision tonight.
That
And I
you-
posted it on our channels that we're riding Thursday.
Okay, riding Thursday.
Already posted.
We riding.
We're going to Naples. Probably going to go to Tin Alley over there. Have
Tin
lunch.
City.
Tin City.
Tin City. And
Have lunch.
nice
It's on the
place.
water. It's on a canal. It's
It's on-
nice.
a nice place, seafoods, all kinds of.
I hate
food and
seafood.
stuff.
Do you have a time when you'll be there so all the fans could come?
Yeah,
and
maybe around
visit ya?
11-ish, 11:30.
No.
So when we come into
What-
town, they're
what's
gonna
it
all have
about?
banners.
Yes,
and
they'll have
About
signs.
2.5 hour
signs.
ride?
It depends on how fast we ride.
Yeah.
About
Well,
2.
in that area.
Yeah, no, about 2.5. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wear sunscreen.
it's gonna be a hot day.
Especially on the
Gonna be a hot day, huh?
Yeah.
Damn lips. They
Yeah.
they're up on me. I gotta put that.
Yeah, Vaseline or something.
Yeah.
We're going through Alligator Alley. We might see some alligators hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just remember
That time, remember that time you ran out of gas? You ran out of gas, and we got off.
No, I didn't run out of gas.
It wasn't
the
you?
bike was overheating.
We stopped and we missed the what is it, a Mokalia? I don't know if I said that right. That's the only one with the gas station. It's Alligator Alley.
Yeah.
Then there's another place after that we got off at. And there's like a 16-foot alligator on the side of the
Yeah.
road, and we stopped there. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
he
I
could have
don't
just
know if that
turned
was
around and
with
bolted.
me. I never ran out of gas. I stopped that one.
You
time
were you didn't
because
run
we
out of gas.
overheating.
You were running out of gas. We didn't stop at the first one, but you ended up making it to the other side.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You don't remember that gator that was there?
yeah.
Yeah, I turned
Yeah.
around and got the hell out of there.
That,
Yeah.
Well, I had to
So are you
that-
are you able to do a straight run there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now we can with these bikes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But he had his old
Stopping?
Road King then. He was,
Yeah.
he didn't go for it, even though it had a 5-gallon tank yet on that.
Yeah, but it was a 5-speed,
Yeah.
and we were doing 90. You know, and the yeah,
90.
Yeah, we were flying.
No, nobody drives that fast anymore.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
This is a long time
That
ago.
was a
to-
long time ago.
Statute of limitations are over.
Yeah.
This is a safety channel.
It all
This
depends
bike
on what
has a
Richie's
governor
doing.
Yeah,
on it.
Playing with
You
the
don't
radio.
Well, he
need
didn't
a
have radios on his
75.
bike then, so it was just I gotta get there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Now it's like, oh, what's on TV? Let me see.
Yeah.
When we made that ride in 19,
Yeah.
this is how it went. Every time we touched the dash,
Yep.
we on this, and we're flying, then we're down.
Yeah. No more
Oh,
touching
60
the
to
dash.
90. 60
I always
to
say when
90.
I see this happening,
Yeah.
and he's riding, I'm like, I'm getting out of the way.
Yes.
I go the other lane.
I don't do that anymore.
No, you learn how to use the control.
Just
I do
set it and
I
forget it.
don't do it anymore. I do it less.
You do it less.
Don't do it more. I do it. Yeah, it's good.
Is that why we wait longer for you to get ready? Because you're
Yeah.
finding your station, get everything set up.
I got to get it all set
Ah, I
up before
got
I
you.
start rolling. You don't want me fooling around with
No,
it
we
while
don't
I'm
want you on the
driving.
road. No.
I got to get Pandora or Sirius and whatever station I'm listening to, and it's got to be on CarPlay. And
So set
okay,
it
I'm
up.
ready.
That's a lot. Yes, that's a lot.
I'm ready.
It's good stuff, though.
So I went on Avant Black.
Yeah.
I love those floorboards.
The red
The one with the colors
black,
on
yeah,
them.
with colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the one with the blue on it.
Yeah, oh, they have them in blue now.
Yeah, they have them in blue.
Ah.
Yeah, they got.
So then you can
the-
match the
Yeah, it's all
The
you
wheels.
get the whole thing.
yeah, get the whole kit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really a lot of money. Though.
No, it's like 400, 500 bucks for the floorboards, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everything.
and that's just for the
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 fronts.
drivers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why they
yeah,
have
cheap.
them for the passenger? No,
I don't know. I would think
I
they
didn't
do.
see them.
yeah, they have passengers.
must have
They
been
have the
something.
smaller
Yep.
ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are probably half the price of the
Mm.
other ones.
And then they have the
300.
brake pedal,
Not half.
and then they have
3/4.
the
Oh,
shift.
wow.
Another half.
Yeah, right. Because you're only talking like that to that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But they
they're
are nice.
smaller.
We were talking to the guy in Daytona when we were there. He was
Yeah.
leaving actually. He's packing up,
Yeah.
and he had it all on his bike. It looked freaking nice.
Yeah, we gotta
I'll
get them on.
We gotta
We
get 'em
sent the
on.
email,
Yeah.
and
Talk to 'em.
then we could get them on.
Oh,
Remotely.
that's right. Yeah.
Then maybe get a discount. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, because I need the red ones with the black on them, for the crash bars.
Mm.
I need 3 sets.
Yeah.
That's $270 if I don't get a discount. Plus tax and shipping. Yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll give us a big discount if we
Yeah, we got a whole mess of shit.
get a whole mess of.
Then we could do a whole
People
thing
have
on
them
putting them
all.
on everybody's bike.
Buy
Yeah.
in bulk.
So we got a few things we need to do before he leaves. We got to get his speakers on his lids.
Yeah.
All right. I moved
Did
them
you
over
get your
there.
stuff already?
They're over there,
they
so I
I'm
don't
gonna
lose
call
them.
them again tomorrow because
Yeah, come on.
every time I look on their website, they still are like in waiting. It's like they haven't got from Hertz to the
I can't
volunteer
believe-
audio.
Yeah, that's
what are they
ridiculous.
waiting
And then
for?
volunteer
It's
audio.
just-
And these are
I'm-
saddlebag lids.
Yeah, it's the cut kits for the saddlebag lids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
ridiculous.
something.
Doesn't make sense.
No.
It's something I gotta look at. Get me hook up with. I need a windshield, 5-inch windshield. I got a 4 on mine. I want another inch.
You want another inch?
Yeah, with the wave.
That helps.
Oh, with a wave. All right.
Yeah.
I don't have a wave. I got a Freedom windshield up there,
Oh yeah.
about 5-6 inches.
But
Doesn't have a wave.
Doesn't
Street
have
glide.
a curve.
Yeah.
No, you don't need it.
Oh, for street glide.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
there
a
you
street
go.
I have a couple of them.
Five.
So it
inch.
doesn't go like
It
that.
might,
No
it
lid.
might work.
There might be a slight one on there. I have to look at it. It's up there. We'll look at it. After
Freedom was supposed to be a very good one.
Well, they are. They're excellent. They're
Yeah.
thick too. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
You know.
Remember, I bought that works at
Yeah.
Stewart, Harley Davidson
Yeah.
Stewart. The guy
Yeah,
put
they
it
had
on
them.
right there.
Yeah.
And I liked it. The 5
Yeah, they
inch.
had that big event over there.
Yeah.
What
I-
size is that one?
It might even be a 7-inch. I don't know.
Hmm.
I went a little bit bigger. I liked it a lot. It
Yeah,
blocked all
you'll
the
have
wind.
to check that out.
Yeah.
See
check
if
it out.
he's-
Yeah.
That's good works for you.
Yeah, I still think at times I would like to have that little windshield going down ability they have like
Like on the Indians and the Hondas.
yeah.
because there are times where I'm like I'd like a little bit more wind on me. You know that little tiny little knobble thing.
You know, and I've thought about making something for these because if you think about it, you don't have to make it electric, right? You either adjust it before you leave and just it
Right.
would
Right.
have to pull over. All you have to do is get some kind of track in there with some locking
Yeah, like
mechanism.
yeah.
Right.
You raise it, lock it down, take off.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. It's not that hard.
This
Yeah.
one here and yours is easy to do.
Mine's
On
easier.
the old ones like ours.
Well, the
they
street
fit-
glide would be,
they
you would have to
fit
make
in.
it thicker so it goes down. And
Yeah,
and,
it fits in.
You could
right.
even like put a knob over
You
here
put it right there where,
To would-
where it
to
bolts
bring it
in.
up and down
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the new bikes are easier to do that.
Now just think, there's an opportunity there to make some.
All right, well, we just
Patent
announced
pending, we just
it. I'm
announced
sure
it.
someone's
Someone's
running
already working on the
to get-
patent right
yeah,
now.
Said it, yeah.
There goes that.
Uh,
Screwed
we're going
myself
to the
again.
patent office tomorrow.
We all could have been making money.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be the Crazy Rides windshield.
Yeah, man.
Dun dun dun.
They won't have to go on Social Security. Cancel that shit.
CRC. CRC.
Who's CRC?
Crazy Rides Channel.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
see?
Yeah, there you go.
CRC.
Another shirt.
Here you go.
Soon we're gonna have shirts that everybody can buy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna do CRC, Crazy Rides.
Great. It'll,
We're gonna get into
it'll
the hats.
Also, it'll
Get into
say
all of it.
now, it'll say Crazy Rides Channel.
CRC.
Even though you could still get on with Crazy Rides Inc.
Hey, we got a friend over there.
Oh. Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hey, kitty. That's all I need.
Everybody starts
Fine.
kissing at the cats.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be on
There
camera.
he goes. Yeah,
He's
he's the
shy.
one terrorizing my cat at night.
Oh, yeah. We have one too that does the same thing. Comes to the side. All of a sudden, I hear the blinds
One was mine, right?
flying
Yeah.
all over the
Mine's
place.
on the floor.
Yeah.
I get up and there she is. She's
Right.
sprawled out on the pad. The other cat teasing my cat.
Yeah. Well, mine gets freaking mental when that cat comes around. I go over there to get him. He's like, his
Yeah.
fangs come out. He's attacking
No,
me.
she-
Shit. He's screaming at me,
she's
hissing me. I'm like, what the hell's going on
She's
here?
been fixed, but I
It
think
doesn't
she-
matter. They don't like
She
other
wants
cats.
a little bit of attention, you know.
Yeah, so our upcoming projects, right? So we got to finish his speakers,
Yeah.
and we have some headlights coming that we got to get into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your headlights didn't come yet, did
My
they?
headlights.
And Bob's.
And Bob's.
Bob.
Changing your headlights?
Wow.
I changed mine.
Yeah.
Put those in a while
Oh,
ago.
Yeah, you know what?
And
My
Bob's gonna get
headlight.
ones that are
This
similar.
is what Eric's going to put on?
Yeah.
No,
well, his is
that's-
the same
that's gonna
company,
be
but a
up
different.
No,
for-
his are different.
Yeah.
We're putting those
I
in our
have the
friend
older
Bob's bike.
style. So my headlights, riding at night, it's just,
Yeah.
This thing's
see much.
sick. This thing's everybody who's in front of me like.
Yeah, this
"Ow,
thing
look at me,
will
man."
see right through you.
His is gonna look like that, sort of like that.
Yeah, that's what mine.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So, but yeah, I actually checked today. It's nothing.
Yeah.
They said it was going to take up to 4 weeks.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took months to get that. I ordered that a long time ago. I
Yeah.
didn't get it for a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Plus, yeah. I think Bob's is gonna be the one that takes a little longer because they had yours.
No, they only have one set of mine.
Oh, okay.
They still had, and I wanted mine shipped. There was
Yeah.
no reason for me to tow it home.
Yeah.
And it was chance of rain, so I didn't. It would have.
You didn't want to
fucked
leave it
all
out
up.
of it. Yeah.
So I just told them to ship it, and they said they had to order both sets. So
Yeah.
And
You
when
know.
they come, they come.
yeah, no, yeah.
You're paid for. You know. You're guaranteed.
But
I think we'll do the install in my house. We'll bring the bikes in there with air conditioning. It's gonna be hot soon, man. I'm really dreading this.
well, we'll
Yeah.
get
We gotta get an air conditioner in here.
want to get a portable.
You know, I put a vent on that and just have that blow in here.
Mm,
Yeah.
could.
Could work.
That could work.
A vent on that,
That's where it's
and
going.
just close it and open it when we're in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But then it could cause
Leakage.
inside the house.
Won't be the first time.
Yeah. It could cause leakage where you get humidity.
Well,
In
yeah,
the
it's gonna
house.
mess everything up. That's
There
only
is a
done.
way
That's
of doing it.
The only other way is
professionally.
putting a vent up on top.
wow, yeah.
Nah, but that does the same thing. You could get.
I mean, it'll get
Well,
cool
you
in
can
here.
close
with the-
it off. You want one that you can close off.
Oh yeah.
You want to make sure it's totally.
You
But
could just
it's-
get yourself
it's
a
gotta
little
be
kiddie
totally
pool.
closed.
Okay. And
So you
and
would
then,
have to
and then
get a
everybody
cover
sits there in their
for
P,
it.
or
That
their
shields
swimsuit. And
Yeah.
I got a kiddie pool in the backyard. We're doing a live podcast from
Some
there
of
this
those
summer.
attic vents would probably cool it off.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, because I already insulated this door. I just
Yeah.
have to do this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool,
That's
man.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that insulation?
Home Depot. Had to cut it.
Mm.
What a mess.
Ah.
Styrofoam over like aluminum foil.
When did you do that?
Oh, I did that
Long time
2
ago.
years ago.
Oh, did a nice job.
Well,
Wow.
sometimes I do good work.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do this one, and then for whatever reason,
So what good is it? You got one
got
done,
one
and
done.
the other one ain't done.
Put up a curtain. What can I tell you?
He decided to go riding that day.
Yeah, that was it.
He's like, this stuff sucks. I'm not gonna do the other one.
Freaking mess, man. That's pretty much my attitude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, screw this.
Well, Patty, it's been a pleasure.
Oh,
Thanks
thank
for
you
coming
very
on.
much for having me. I had a good time.
Anytime, man.
Yeah, had a good
Anytime.
time. It's nice.
Nothing to be afraid
nice
of.
for you. No.
Next time you can tell us that story about the diesel fuel.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything while you guys were reminiscing
I
there
did
and having
not
a good
bring that in.
time.
You're right. Next time.
Well, we
talk
got
about
5
that.
minutes if you want to throw it in.
Yeah, would you like to explain what he's talking about?
Yeah, I can explain it. That really.
Explain it. Explain it.
Well, one of the stops for gas on
We
our
were
trip
just
back up
entering
north,
the Blue Ridge Mountains.
and I don't know, especially really,
Low blood sugar.
really embarrassing since I was a garage foreman for the sanitation, and I know all about diesel and gas. I don't know how I did it, but I put diesel fuel in my tank on the Harley.
Tell them
And
how
Did you
we
get
found
God
out.
Almighty,
How did we
I went-
find out?
How did we find out? Because with 5 minutes, within 5 minutes, the bike was.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And he says to
Oh,
me,
my
I think
God.
there's something wrong with my bike. So we're in the mountain now. And I says, all right, pull over. So I pulls over and I
Mhm.
take the bike and I go right up and I make a U-turn and I ride down. I said, did you put diesel in here? No. I says, we got to get back to the gas
Yeah.
station. So we went back to the gas station, right? It was about a half a mile away.
Check the pump.
Putting there. Thank God.
Oh,
we
it's still
got
running,
there.
huh?
Putting. Yeah,
It
putting.
still ran, but
Wow.
not
Not
after we
good.
got
No
back
way,
to the
You know,
station, it
because
stopped.
diesel fuel, what it does is it wipes the top of your valves and pistons, wipes them clean with
There you
oil.
go.
You know, it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
nice and
it's
clean-
a cleanse.
clean the
It's
engine.
kerosene.
Yeah.
It's a cleanser.
That's why you got to
So,
heat it in the wintertime.
We got there nice and easy, and he says he pulls up where he got gas, and he turns around, looks, and he goes,
Son of a bitch.
and then he's blaming the kid.
I did.
The kid
I wasn't
tells
blaming the
him-
kid.
you was it?
You know, it was my fault, but I
know,
thought,
but
you know.
you got mad at the kid.
Well, I
because-
didn't get mad at him. I just kind
No,
of like.
you didn't get mad at him directly, but you were mad.
I was mad at myself.
Yeah.
So
So
that
I-
pisses you
And,
off.
and what did I do? I came to the rescue.
Yeah, rest.
I
How'd you
said,
fix it?
take it
Tell us
easy.
how you fixed it.
Relax.
Well, we called.
Sucked
I
it out.
open up. I open up my box, and
What?
what's in there is the old maps from Harley
Right.
that we used
Yeah.
to get with the hogs. And I looked through it, and I find the dealership, and I told him, listen, I have a vet here that we're heading out to the
Blue Ridge Mountain.
Rolling Thunder.
no,
Oh,
Rolling
Rolling Thunder.
Thunder. And he accidentally put diesel in, and we have to get there.
Hmm.
And the guy says, where are you? And wait there. He came within an hour with a trailer, put his bike on a trailer, and got us back out within 2 hours. He had to take the tank off.
I
He
think
had to drain
take
the
the plugs
line,
out.
drain the line,
Change
and the
plugs,
float bowl,
clean
change
all
the
out, yeah.
plugs.
Wow.
And that was just a twin cam, so it was only 2 plugs.
Yeah.
He had to change the plugs, but he took care of him,
Yeah.
and he didn't hurt him either. Oh,
No.
and did you put a tire on too?
That was later.
Oh.
Another part of the trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
So another part of the trip,
Yeah.
we pull over on the side and an outlook on the mountain, and I'm looking at his bike, and I'm looking at the back of it, and I'm going, because I told him before we left Florida to get your tire changed. No, it's okay. I'll get it changed when I'm in New York. No, it's not a problem. Because he didn't want to put the mileage on the new tire, right?
I
There was
just
no
didn't think I
tire.
had to do with that.
It was cord coming
Wow.
through.
It
He
started
was
to-
down
cord
to the
started to
cord,
We
tearing
did a lot
the
more
cord
miles
up,
than I thought we were going to do.
tearing the cord up. So he
lot
goes,
more.
no, it's all right. I could get, what do we got, about another 2,000 miles?
It was
to
like
New York?
it's like
I says,
1,100
we're
miles
going
from
through,
Delray to
we're
New
going
York.
through
We did
twisties here.
700 miles or some shit.
Yeah, we did a lot
I
of
never
miles.
expected that.
Yeah,
Never
we did a lot of miles because we went around the
Probably had
outside of it.
sparks coming out of it.
No,
So-
no sparks, but you should see.
So I says,
it
where can
wouldn't
we
have been
twist
soon,
these
though.
up here?
The
What if
metal
it
was
rains? You
wasn't
can't
coming
do
through
that.
yet,
But that's
the
like a
cord-
slick before.
Yeah.
Before you get to
See the
So
cord started
we
to
we
thread.
got into the Carolinas
Right in the center
again.
of the
I
tire.
took my book out. I came to the save again. I saved his ass. I opened up the book and I found, I don't even remember the name of it. It was Stonewall Jackson,
Virginia
Harley
somewhere. I
Davidson.
don't
I think
remember.
it was Stonewall Jackson, Harley
Sure.
Davidson. And we pull in there and again flipped the tire right away for him.
Yeah.
Took care of
We
him.
got that in a few hours.
Bless
Bless you.
Hey,
So
crazy. Well,
those are
all those things you did was payback for all the shit.
all
I
the
did
shit
for
you gave
on
up
the
over
show.
the years, right?
All the shit I did for
There
you.
you go.
so I don't know if you want to. Yeah, never mind. I don't want to talk about.
We'll get that
We
next
won't
time.
go into that.
No, forget about that one.
All right. Well, thanks again, Patty.
Thank
Thanks, Nate,
Thank
for
you
coming
for
on
having me.
again.
Had a good time.
Anytime.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dean.
Anytime, and
Thanks,
we'll
Eric.
see you.
Thank you, Richie.
See who wants to come
See you
on
next week.
Thanks, Richie.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes.
Channel.
Yeah.
There you go.
Subscribe. Hit the notification.
Same
And
crazy.
When you
Same
come
CRC
on, say
channel.
hello. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
And if you have a comment that you'd like to know of something, let us know. We'd be happy to look it up. And if we don't have to look it up because we're so knowledgeable, we'll just tell you what.
And if we don't know anything about it, we'll tell you we know something about it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
we'll
Make it
lie.
up.
We'll make it up.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very.
Knowledgeable.
Wow.
All right, guys.
Later.
Later.
Later.